The day my son left me at the nursing home was the day my heart broke. I was 76 years old and struggling with arthritis. After my husband passed away, my son, Michael, became my only family. I had raised him alone, working 2 jobs so he could have a better life. Every sacrifice I made was for him. One cold November morning, Michael helped me into his car. "Mum, this place will take good care of you," he said, avoiding eye contact. I looked at the large brick building in front of us. Deep inside, I knew what was happening. "You're not coming back for me, are you?" I asked softly. He sighed. "I have a lot going on right now. The kids need space, and Sarah thinks this is best." Sarah was his wife. I nodded, trying not to cry. "Okay, son." He hugged me quickly, then walked away. I stood there watching his car disappear down the road. For weeks, I waited for a phone call. Then for months. Then years. At first, I made excuses for him. He was busy, life was hard. Maybe next week he would visit. But next week never came. The nurses became my family. The other residents became my friends. We celebrated birthdays together, shared stories, and comforted each other when someone passed away. Still, every Christmas, I sat by the window hoping to see Michael. He never came. 5 years passed, then 7. Eventually, I stopped expecting him. One rainy afternoon, nearly 10 years after he left me there, a nurse entered my room. "Margaret," she said gently, "someone is here to see you." I assumed it was another volunteer. But when I walked into the visitor's room, I froze. Michael was standing there. He looked older. His hair was turning grey, and his eyes were red from crying. For a moment, neither of us spoke. Then tears rolled down his cheeks. "Mom!" he whispered. The sound of his voice brought back years of memories. "Hello, Michael." Suddenly, he broke down completely. "I'm so sorry," he cried. "I was wrong. I was selfish. I abandoned you." I stared at him in silence. He sat down and buried his face in his hands. "My wife left me 2 years ago," he said. "The kids moved away for college. The house is empty now." He wiped his eyes. And for the first time, I understood what loneliness feels like. His words hung heavily in the room. "I kept thinking about you," he continued. "About everything you did for me. About how I left you here and never looked back." I could see genuine regret in his face. "Why now?" I asked quietly. He looked up. "Because every day I wake up ashamed. And I realized I might lose the chance to ask for forgiveness." I cried after he left. But carrying that pain for 10 years had already taken enough from me. I took a deep breath. "Michael," I said, "what you did hurt me more than you'll ever know." He lowered his head. "But I forgave you a long time ago." His eyes widened. "You did?" I nodded. Holding on to anger was hurting me, not you. More tears filled his eyes. He reached for my hand, and this time I let him hold it. "I don't deserve your forgiveness," he whispered. "Maybe not," I said gently, "but everyone deserves a second chance." For the first time in years, I saw the little boy I had raised. The boy who used to run into my arms after school. The boy I loved with all my heart. That afternoon, we talked for hours. And when visiting time ended, Michael stood up. "Mom," he said, "would you come home with me?" I smiled. Home wasn't a place anymore. Home was forgiveness. And after 10 long years, my son had finally found his way back.